Welcome in. Today is Friday, April 10th, and I'm feeling ballsy again with my friend Jeff Michael from Sports with Balls. And today we will find out the top reasons why you would forget to not have your phone at the Masters. Also, NFL, cheating, scandal. Of course, we have to talk through that. By law, we have to talk about the NFL every episode or we get sued.
We will talk about some upcoming shows between me and Adam about some sports movies, maybe baseball movies.
I'm in because this is sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between by idiots for idiots.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. Of course, alongside Jeff Michael, feeling very ballsy today as we are in with Sports with Balls. Big show today. All other shows probably would bow down to this episode. Going to be one of our best ever for sure. No pressure, Jeff. No pressure. Speaking of no pressure, day one of the Masters, maybe no pressure. DeChambeau maybe feeling some pressure. He did not have the best of days yesterday, the opening day. I will say, here's what's fun about the Masters. When they do, like, on Tuesday and Wednesday, the kids and, like, maybe this kid
The
gets a
par
hole
three
in one
contest
and
and the
all
skipping
that.
water. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, it's almost like they take all the people who love putt-putt golf and miniature golf and, like, hey, what if we had something silly, and what if we had it the most famous, not silly place ever, and let's see how that goes. And it's like, yep, it does pretty well. It's always cool.
I'm a huge fan of the Masters. It's a great week for sports, and especially right in the middle of where they have it, like actually positioned, where the end of the NBA season, where a lot of games don't matter. You're at the very beginning of MLB, where things are just getting going. There's no NFL. The NCAA tournament's over, right? So you can really,
Yeah.
like, this week you can focus on golf, right? And it's really the only week that you could do that throughout the sports calendar. So they've placed it very well. And like you said yesterday, interesting day for a lot of golfers. Rory McIlroy, who obviously won last year, played very well. I
Tied for
watched I
first.
watched almost his whole round,
Okay.
and
Tied
he
for
didn't
first.
struggle. He didn't struggle at all. Yeah, he's tied for first, or was yesterday after his round at -9. I had if you watched my show, I said Ludwig Aberg, who I liked a lot, was going to win it, and he was -3 after like 9 holes, but then I guess he ended up at +2. But the leaderboard looks fantastic. Sam Burns, Roy McIlroy, Jason Day, Patrick Reed, Shane Lowry, Xander Schauffele, Justin Rose, Scotty Scheffler's in there at -2, Tommy Fleetwood. So you have the heavy hitters at the top of the leaderboard there for the Masters, and that's what you want, right? So coming into to today, we are going to find out. Today's a really important day. You can't win the Masters on Thursdays and Friday, but you can lose it
But
for
yes,
sure.
that is the case.
So
So
yeah, it's
this
fun.
is
I
an
love it.
interesting stat. Remember the old time stats of it was 30 years straight where a player in the NBA Finals played with Shaq. There was like a 30
Oh
year
yeah.
stretch, and then here's another one. A man named Roethlisberger, Brady, or Manning played in the Super Bowl for like 20 straight years,
Yeah.
something like that. Just bizarre, right? Well, here's one. Since 2001, this is the first year with no Tiger or Phil. And I almost was like, wait a minute.
Wow.
That is wild, right?
Yeah, that is. I
You
mean,
almost have
look,
to do a double take. You're like, man, 2001?
that it's so golf is man. I talked about this the other day as well with golf right before the Masters started. They just don't have somebody that's marketable. They don't. Scotty Scheffler is the best player on tour. In fact, his numbers are up there with Tiger. If you look at it like at the beginning of his career, stuff like that. I mean, they're comparable. He's not Tiger, but he's really good. He just doesn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't. He could care fucking less, man. And it's weird for people to kind of like see a guy just win and walk off and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go with my family now. There's no fist pumping, there's no screaming, there's no flexing his muscles or just there's nothing. And golf needs very illuminating characters in order to help carry that sport, right? And they just don't have that. It's very calm, it's very old school again, and I wish they did. I loved when Tiger played. It was some of my best memories of my whole life of watching Tiger Woods on Sunday in red, man.
In red.
It
Yep.
sucks that's not there. But it's hopefully they can. I said this as well. I hope that somebody can come out of this Masters that we've never heard of, or maybe somebody new, and they could jump up in the leaderboard, and we can be like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And somebody like excite the crowd and be like, "Oh, who's this dude?" Like I don't know who it is or who it could be, but just somebody come up and make a statement. That would be fun. I like when golf is relevant. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I was looking at random guys like Wyndham Clark. Okay, I don't think
Yeah,
most people
he's old
know
school.
who that is, but he is not. He didn't, like you said, lose it on Thursday. I don't know if he played well enough, but he's not completely out of it. So it's like guys like that where you're like, okay,
Yeah,
we did better than DeChambeau, at least.
yeah.
I mean,
Bryson
gosh,
fell apart for sure.
rough day today or yesterday. Okay, so I thought we would do this because I couldn't believe this story. My phone updated me and told me that uh, Mark
Calcavecchia.
that it does look like that when you look at his name, but still not
Mark,
CC.
yeah, Mark Calcavecchia.
So Calcavecchia, this dude absolutely is the poster child for you should have known better. Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Dude gets booted for a rule that did not just come into existence, 48 hours ago or 2 years ago. It's pretty much for life. And he's won there. He should
Yes.
know, but he brought his cell phone and took it out and was promptly
Escorted off the premises.
Dude, that is so wild.
Like for real. Like escorted off the premises.
Dude, like kicked out of the Masters for breaking the phone rule. And so it got me thinking.
I think he was trying to call the cart girls.
Yeah, so my algorithm, do you have in your algorithm those cute like cart girls that have their own following? They're like influencers.
No, I do know who you're talking about. I've seen one or two
There's
of
a
them
few.
before.
Yeah. They're
really,
all
really
married.
really hot girls that are just the cart girl life and making a lot of money.
Yeah,
doing better than we are.
For sure. I can't be too mad. They're 26 and married, and they all like were supposed to go to law school, but then they fell into money doing this, and it's like, okay. Well, yeah, so maybe he was trying to call one of those girls, but it got me thinking, what are the top 5 reasons why he spaced out and wasn't thinking? And so my number one reason why he may have spaced out is Mike Vrabel and how he has his hands full. So let's get into that. Let me ask you this first. Where did you first gather wind of this story, and when did you see I'm going to do it here, the interlock finger?
Okay, I got to be truthful here. This is freaking funny. About a year and a half ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago. How do you pronounce her last name exactly?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like,
honestly.
but okay. So
Russini?
I found her, huh?
Russini? Yeah.
I found her very attractive about 2 years ago. I was like, dude, she lost weight. She did it. I don't know what happened.
Diana
I don't
Russini.
know.
Yeah. Attractive.
I don't know if she got a makeover. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she got boobs. I have no idea. But I was like, man, they got this girl on ESPN a lot now, and she's been a reporter for them for a while. right?
Yes.
And I was like, dude, she's looking good. Like, what the hell? And then I started hearing rumors about this girl partying her ass off.
Well,
Okay.
she's been on
Like, I
podcasts
mean,
even admitting it. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't watch some
Jimmy
of those random
Garoppolo.
stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, Jimmy G. She's been tied to coaches, head coaches. She's been tied to a
Aaron
bunch of
Rodgers.
stuff
Yeah.
while married, mind you. Right. So the other
Yeah.
day, I guess it was 2 days ago, I'm like, bloop, I get this notification that Mike Vrabel and her are Diana Rossini are at by the way, at an adult only resort. Holding hands like you just did it, the interlocking the hands, staring at each other's eyes. I,
Dancing. Yeah.
I don't give a shit if they denied it or not. That is not just friends. And where are the pictures of the other 6 people they were apparently with? Right. And then
Yeah.
on top of it, I forgot who said this the other day for somebody, but they're like, somebody had to hire a private eye to follow her around and get these pictures because nobody just randomly is following Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini around at all. So there where there's smoke, there's fire. But I didn't immediately, I try to get the stuff as soon as possible, and I didn't post this immediately because I was like, I want to see some more on this. And
Yeah.
man, it exploded. And now I mean, it is crazy. And the person that's taking the heat is Diana. Like, I just want to hear from Vrabel's wife. Okay, is this going to cause a divorce?
I mean, it's going to cause something because so I
It
looked
has
up.
to.
Here's some information that only Sports Idiot Nation has the time to go through this. So Diana Rossini is married to Kevin Goldschmidt, a corporate executive currently
Yeah.
serving as vice president of total rewards and HR technology at Shake Shack. They married in September 20. They have 2 kids together. He stays out of the limelight like completely.
Yep.
Um and um I Google imaged him, sharp looking dude, I guess. And I just wonder there's no way that he survives this as far as still being married. And here's the thing that I thought of. And there was a blurb from Boomer Esiason who I totally agree with on this. And he said, look, if this was reversed the other way, where there was some girl who was a wide receiver coach at for the Vikings, and then there was a male reporter who was
Oh,
doing
dude,
this. Now
this would
that male
be.
reporter, we would unload on that male reporter, and no one would
Oh, he'd be
ever.
gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so the only issue is, all right, let's reverse it now back to real life. What happened? How could anyone? How could she be ever allowed to have an interview, ask a question, even if it's off the record? Like, how? There's no way. I just don't see how nothing has happened where it's formally updated somewhere that she has been released. Because look, here's the deal: she can pull a Joy Taylor and just like have her own podcast and have her own
Yep.
thing and probably do okay,
Because
honestly.
she's hot.
Yeah. And so it's like, I just feel like at any point now, here it is Friday morning, and I'm waiting for the hammer to drop, and I'm waiting for something more with Vrabel, who is laughing it off, saying this deserves no further. What was the exact statement? Like, this deserves no further discussion, or he just tried to put the
Yeah.
kibosh on it, and like, no, dude, we're not putting the kibosh on this.
This is an adult only resort. Okay, first of all, what are you doing there? Like, if you're meeting with 6 other adults, I mean, are y'all all swingers? Is this where we're getting at? How? Okay, one of them is going to have a really really good team to spin this in the right direction. Otherwise,
Yeah,
Diana's going to be fired. I don't see how she escapes this. To be honest with you, like
yeah,
the interview with her that's gone viral now about her partying and doing blow in Miami and not telling her husband and staying up for all hours, whatever. She's like, I haven't even told my husband about any of this. And she's like, just out there, just like getting down in Miami. And then now you've got things saying that she's, traded favors for inside scoops. There's just, I mean, dude, you don't give these people that know how to dig reasons to dig. And now they are digging. There will be more that comes out of this. There's no way that this is the end of this. Like, I'm telling you. And I don't think I think Vrabel can kind of maybe get away with it. I don't know if he'll get a divorce. I have no idea how that will all work. Like, I think there's going to be a lot about Diana here in the coming weeks that we're going to be. Somebody's going to drop another bombshell, and it's going to be like, oh, and then it's going to be like she's getting a divorce, and that'll be it. Because, like you said, her husband's very, very wealthy, very well off. The dude is an executive. They've been married for a while, so. Yeah, I actually find this the NFL knows how to stay relevant in the most random ways
Oh
ever,
God.
dude. It is wild. It is just wild how they just stay relevant.
So the husband did, we talked about him. He did release, and I don't know how real this is because in today's world, you just don't know. But supposedly his statement was a lot of people still struggle to accept a strong, independent woman thriving in what's traditionally been a male dominated industry. Instead of celebrating her success, they try to tear her down with misinformation and noise. But I see the work she puts in every single day, and I couldn't be more proud of her. She's earned everything she has. That's exactly why we supported leaders like Kamala Harris, because empowering strong women isn't controversial, it's necessary. That sounds fake. I really don't know, but
Did he
that you
really
can
just
find that.
mention Kamala Harris
What does that have to do
like
with?
what the hell are you saying?
So this is on Twitter on multiple, like it's not, there's not only one
Oh
source, it's
Lord.
multiple. So I don't know if this is real, but someone subtweeted, that's a lot of words for I am a cuck.
Whoa. Dude,
Holy
I
cow,
just
dude.
man,
That is, oh my
I
gosh.
this is going to be interesting. It's going to be
Stay
really
tuned.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, just unbelievable how relevant the NFL stays. It's funny, like, because I thought Diana was a pretty. I was like, man, she did a makeover, so she got really hot real fast because she was like this kind of dorky, nerdy looking girl for a while on the ESPN. It almost felt like they had to have a female reporter, so they were using her, and then she just boomed, and like in all sorts of different
Yeah.
ways. And maybe her
It's
partying caught
wild.
up with her, but if you look at those photos, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I'm a husband or wife of either one of those and I see those photos and they're in a hot tub together, then they're laying out next to each other. This is adults only resort, and then they're holding the hands up on a rooftop or in a cabin together. It's like
Dancing,
you
whatever.
I understand the releasing statements about your supporting your wife or husband. Those are you have to do that initially. But then all this other stuff's coming, and it's just like you said, if this was anybody else, I mean, what do you do? I mean, look, the Patriots have been through their fair share of scandals, so it's not like they're not new to anything like that. But um I don't know how Diana gets away with this or how this is. I don't see how she doesn't get fired from ESPN if any of this is remotely true. You can't.
I just
That
don't.
is every
Yeah.
other female in the business is going to hate her. Be like, you just stamped, like we're already struggling, like you just said in that thing, and then you're going
Yeah.
to turn around and make us look like this. Like, oh my, Aaron Andrews
Melissa
has to be
Stark and
livid.
yeah. Carissa Thompson's like, it's fine. But Aaron Andrews, yeah,
You go
she a
with your
hoe.
bad self, girl.
Yeah. Carissa Thompson strikes me as like, oh, you do you,
Yeah.
boo. Like,
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
so
Yeah, but
that I think
Aaron's
is,
pissed.
yeah, that's reason number one why you would have a mental lapse and bring your cell phone to the Masters. Number two is sticking with football. He is worried about his team's draft position for the NFL draft. So let's talk through a little bit about that. Did you see the pro day from Mendoza at IU?
Saw some clips of it.
The balls are still in the
I,
air, actually. He threw them so high, they
yeah,
have not come down yet. I'll say
he
that.
looks
Like, that
good.
wasn't a good look. He looks
I
strong.
mean,
He's put on weight. He's bulked. He's bulked a little bit.
there's
Um,
no way in hell he starts though. right? They just signed
Kirk
Cousins to 3
Cousins.
years. I mean, dude, 3 years, $140 million or however much it was.
Did
I
you
was
see what
like,
he said though?
holy
Did you see
crap.
what he said? Did you see what Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins?
he said that.
If
I mean,
I'm
the
not
best
the
quarterback's
best,
going to play. Yeah,
I mean
and
that's
he's going to be
basically
the.
saying I'm not the best.
No, I think he'll. I think he starts. I think there's no reason to rush Mendoza. Mendoza
That's
seems like a
fair.
guy that can sit for 8, 10. I mean, look, if they get in a hole and they start booing, then of course, if they've lost 4 out of 5 games, then of course, you got to throw him in, whatever. But I don't believe that Cousins will do that. Cousins a really good NFL quarterback. Is he great? No. His agent's great, but like. I just he's a
All
he's a
time.
really good quarterback, and I think that Mendoza could actually learn a ton if they sit him almost like a Patrick Mahomes situation. Sit him for a solid year, and then you got a great backup in Cousins for 2 years after that, and then you start Mendoza. See what you got this year in Kirk Cousins, and maybe next year you get another wide receiver. Who knows? But I don't see a situation where Cousins doesn't start. I would start Cousins all day long. You can't
Yeah.
just throw that kid to the wolves.
And here's what's funny: you get the nerdiest, dorkiest, like most
QB room.
like yeah of all time, of all time. That is like it's like the two Mormons that knock on your door going to
Yeah.
Vegas. Like, how is that supposed to work? That is it's just the world works in mysterious ways sometimes. I just think that's
Who?
funny
Okay, I've got to
that
see who the
two
third string
guys like
is,
that.
dude. I want to see who that QB.
Oh,
I'm looking up right now.
yeah.
Who the third string is
They
for the
they should
for the
get Johnny
Raiders?
Manziel just to even like to make it more a little bit more even.
Aiden O'Donnell. Aiden O'Donnell, buddy. There.
Oh yeah. He was there last year. He's been there.
Yes.
He's from
You've
Purdue,
got.
right?
You're gonna have Mendoza, Kirk Cousins, and Aiden O'Donnell. That's your QB room, dude.
You got Purdue,
Yes.
IU, and Michigan State. All
For the
Midwest
Raiders.
for
For the
all
Raiders.
Midwest nerds invade Vegas. Like that sounds like a movie.
What happens when Crosby kicks in the door and starts screaming at him?
Well, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna be there week 1?
Dude, I would think so. I like Max Crosby. That thing with the Raiders was interesting. Not the Raiders, the Ravens. I thought he was gone, and he failed his physical. That was really interesting to me. Really interesting. But I think he'll stay there, unless look, they may trade up on draft day. Who knows? But it would be interesting if he stayed, and it's because he failed his physical. I mean, he was happy. We saw him post a video where he's finding out that he was traded, and he was ecstatic that he was traded. And then, like, what did you fail your physical for, though?
Yeah. I think
Mm,
Baltimore
mm.
I would as a 49er fan, I would not be doing business with Baltimore for quite a while. Like I feel there's some
Yeah.
shadiness and I just wouldn't want to if it's me. But what other draft stories, if any, and it's okay if there's not right now, we're kind of in our lull. But is there anything that jumps out to you regarding um draft position for like I'll throw one out there, the Steelers. They are an interesting team to me come this draft and I don't care if the whole city of Pittsburgh falls into Lake Ontario, but I have no dog in the fight, but I am curious to see what they do and where they go and which way are they worried about fixing the offense or defense because it both needs help because they spent
The
too much
Pittsburgh
on defense
Steelers.
and they don't have enough on offense.
So right now they're 21st in the draft. Without trading up, they would probably go either offense or defensive lineman, depending on who's available right there. But that would probably be where they're at. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is coming back, right? So you'll have Rodgers. You've got what, Mike McCarthy now, right? Is that your head coach in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. So it's
So
kind of interesting to me.
yeah, but is this a Super Bowl team? No.
No.
Mike McCarthy's not coming into Pittsburgh in 1 year and changing it. This is a goodbye tour for Aaron Rodgers. Like that's all. Now, do you take a quarterback at
That see,
21, right, or do you
that's
move
what
up to
I'm
try to get one?
that's what I'm
Um,
wondering. Like a
that,
Simpson.
that could be that could be interesting. The pick that I was looking through this the other day, and the pick that I find there's two picks that I find very very interesting. Number 9 is the Chiefs. The Chiefs have the number 9 pick in the draft. When's the last time they were in the top 10? Like that is unbelievable. And then
Hmm.
The Dallas Cowboys have number 12. Dak
Not
Prescott has had off-field issues this offseason. Of course, his wife and him got into it on their dual honeymoon, or not honeymoon, their dual engagement parties or bachelorette parties, whatever you
yeah,
want to
they
call
never
it.
made it to marriage.
Um, yeah, they called it off. According to her and him, infidelity on his part, because he has a problem. But do you draft a quarterback with Dallas to start kind of going in a different direction? Right? I mean, how many years left does Dak have on his contract? And then the Chiefs are the same position, right? I mean, of course, I don't know if you draft a quarterback behind Mahomes, but he's been hurt lately a lot. So those are two teams that were very interesting to me. At number 9, the Chiefs, and then at number 12, the Cowboys. Everybody else is
Yeah.
pretty much, dude. The Raiders, the Jets, the Cardinals, the Titans, the Giants, and the Browns. I mean, dude, like that's your top that's your top 6. I mean, those are like the worst teams in the NFL. So, have at it.
Right, right. No, that's not a bad take out of you. All right, let's go to the third reason why you could possibly forget that you are not supposed to bring your cell phone to the Masters, and that is the excitement of the crack of the bat and going to
Ooh.
a Tampa Bay Rays game in order to see a man with his pants completely down as he
You saw
goes
that?
to find a foul ball bare-assed. I mean,
Unbelievable, man.
how could you not be romantic about baseball?
Dude, baseball is off and running for sure.
Well,
I
pants
did
are
see
off and
that
running.
video. Listen, guys, by the way, if you're tuning into this show, don't go watch that video. It is not
Graphic. It's graphic.
it's brutal. That dude, and luckily that video, it only was short lived, and they didn't find out who it was. Maybe they did, but they that guy absolutely wasn't good. That was not
Can you
good
imagine going to
at
work the
all.
next day? Hey, I saw your fat ass on TV. Like what?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
what?
Like
Like
literally,
what?
like the whole ass. Like that was pretty bad. That was really bad. Just for a
Cracking
foul
on.
ball. Like um
There was no one in his
baseball.
row.
How about the Pittsburgh freaking Pirates, bro?
Dude, that guy, they paid that guy for what? 50
9
years,
years,
90 billion?
nine nine. He got 9 years, 180 million, I think.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What's he?
50 years, 50 billion. That's what I said.
Yeah. So and I don't know what the back end of it looks like, right? But
Don't say back
Connor
end
Griffin.
right now. Don't do that.
Hey, I was trying to look here. That's good. That's just good television right there, okay, or good radio. um, Connor Griffin is fantastic. He's
Oh,
good.
he is.
And look, at the end of last year, we're telling everybody to trade Paul Skeens. We're yelling at the Pirates, get rid of Paul Skeens. Let him at least go get in the playoffs. They are, the park is gorgeous, and they're just like, get it. They've got to do something. This, and this. Look at Pittsburgh now. They are almost must-see TV with Skeens on the mound and this guy Connor Griffin play. They're
Yeah.
7-5 as of yesterday. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They're one game out of the first place in the Central. They're tied with St. Louis and one game behind the Brewers and the Reds, who are both playing very, very good baseball. But look at the Pirates, man. The Pirates will be one of the surprise teams this year, barring Skeens getting hurt or Connor Griffin. And look, I won't stick with the Pirates too long, but O'Neal Cruz screwed up the first game playing center field a couple of times, right? He made a couple of errors, but dude, his bat's been incredible. That whole team is clicking. They are clicking very well. I love Pittsburgh right now, man. And yeah, baseball is kicking ass right now. Although I have to admit this. I bet every day since baseball started. Every game, every day I've bet. I tried to do a two team parlay or a 3-team parlay. I even bet home runs, who's going to hit them. I bet hits, who's going to hit them. I have lost every single bet. You cannot predict baseball, dude. It is
So
insane.
I had a sure bet for you. Another rookie, Andrew Susak's brother, Daniel, number 21 prospect for the Giants, started 6 for 6. So if you would
Ooh,
have just had in his first 6 at bats for him to get hits, you would have won
yeah,
a cool million.
yeah. Who'd have known that? I bet this is how bad it is. And this is gambling at its finest. Yesterday, I took the Yankees. They're at home versus the Sacramento A's, or Vegas A's or Oakland A's,
Yeah,
whichever one
whatever
you
you're
want to
calling them.
choose. The
Yeah,
A's are
yeah.
not a good team. They're not a good team at all. They almost no hit the Yankees in New York. There's no such thing as a surer bet than that, dude. The Athletics were 4-7, and the Yankees were 8-3. They were in New York. I forgot he was on the mound, but dude, they had a no hitter going in the 7th inning. Oakland did in New York, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with baseball. I'm not betting for the rest of the year on baseball. I just
You're 2
it's
weeks
so
in.
unpredictable. 2 weeks
Yeah.
in and I'm done. It's so unpredictable. It's ridiculous. You're like, dude, of course LA and New York are going to win today. And then on the same day, they lose. And you're like, are you
Yeah.
kidding? Like, how the
Yeah.
hell does that happen? But
So you
I'm
mentioned,
a huge fan of baseball right now, man.
oh yeah.
I'm really interested to see what happens in the offseason. We are approaching a CBA, and there's going to be some major changes. Can you look back and see how many things that we've done already? We added instant replay. They've got the ABS thing. They've got the
Yep.
pitch clock. We
Yep.
did
There.
bigger bases. We expanded the playoffs. We even embraced the shift, and then we got rid of it completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So look at
The
all the
Ghost
stuff
Man
that's
on
like gone
second.
on. Yeah,
Ghost
the
Man.
Ghostman on second and 10. Dude, it is, and then it's just the CBA. The players are going to want money. All right. And then the Major League Baseball is going to try to split revenue through all 30 teams. And it's going to be a huge fight this offseason. So I'm just, man, there's no way they can have a lockout again. I hope not. But I
Oh
wouldn't be
man, don't.
surprised if
Yeah.
it goes deep because this is a big one. And, it has a lot to do with what the Dodgers are doing. Paying those players all that money, right? So
Yep.
they want to make it a little bit more fair and a little bit more parity. So I'm just telling people right now, as the season goes on, get ready because right when the season ends, dude, it is going to be on for that CBA in Major League Baseball.
So you mentioned the A's earlier. I have a little bit of fun story and trivia here for you. What Oakland A's great pitcher has the initials DS? You'll get this. Oakland
Did,
A's.
did he
Think
have it's not Rich Goosage.
no. Soon
Dave Stewart.
more. Yep.
Dave Stewart.
Yep.
Got it.
So you will never in a million cajillion years guess where Dave Stewart is at this very second. I can guarantee you where he is. Fort Wayne, Indiana. He is in my hometown right now because the Fort Wayne Tin Caps are playing the whoever it is, I don't even know, but the single A organization for the A's. And he is like this year, he's like in player development or whatever. And so he made the trip out to Fort Wayne to the farm club, the high single A ball club, and is here for the series against the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. And it is their opening weekend here in Fort Wayne. And I just saw it on the news, and I'm like, dude, Dave Stewart, bro, that's crazy. Why would he travel? Like, I just don't understand. In high single A, is that wild? Like, he should be up in the majors somewhere, wouldn't you assume? Like,
Yeah, he's a pretty prominent figure.
yeah, dude. I couldn't believe it. He's here all weekend. Like, I'm just
Wow.
like, yeah, very strange. But
I'm actually going to. It's funny you mentioned baseball. I'm going to the game on Tuesday here in Houston. The Rockies, who just swept Houston and Colorado, dude. Baseball, dude. I'm
upside
telling you,
down. Yeah.
I'm not gambling. I'm not gambling anymore on baseball. Listen to what I just told you. The Astros got swept by the Rockies, right? And by the way, the Rockies have reached what is it, 7 wins already?
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
And they didn't
6
reach
wins,
that
all right,
total.
in 12 games for 21 or 30 games last year or the year before.
Yeah. Yeah. We made fun of
I'm
them
done.
many a time last year. I mean, they were the
Yeah.
butt of the joke for a
But
while.
we're going to. I'm going to the Astros game on Tuesday, so that'll be fun. Man. But yeah,
Cool, cool.
baseball. I'm excited about it. There's already tons of storylines brewing. Absolutely love it. Excited for the whole
Let
season.
me ask you about this. Fair or foul? You throw a ball at me, I fight you. I'm a batter who plays every day, and I'm suspended 7 games. You're a pitcher who threw the ball at me, and you get suspended 7 games. However, you don't play every day, which means you only lose 1 game. Fair or foul?
That's just the way it is, the way it's been. Now he appealed that. You're talking about Soler and
Yeah, and it's now 5 games.
okay, so we got 5 games.
But that's crazy to me. You're the one
Yeah,
that
they
threw the
should. They
ball at
should.
me.
Yeah, they should do it to where the pitcher misses 2 games, something like that. But pitchers are, it's like
Something.
suspending, but it's like suspending a quarterback, dude. You're not going to do that. Like, this is like, that's, those, I mean, can't do that.
Yeah,
Like, there's
but the
there's
quarterback
nine
didn't
other
take
eight other
off a guy's
hitters.
helmet and throw the football at his face.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
I have something to ask you whenever I don't want to forget about it before we get off, but I have an interesting thing to ask you when we're done with the baseball.
no, go ahead then. Now I'm
So
intrigued.
y'all did a movie bracket, right?
Uh-oh,
Y'all
here
did
it
a movie
comes.
bracket.
Here it comes.
By the way, I know we're not going to talk about NCAA basketball, but I did get second place in y'all's tournament, in y'all's stuff for
No
your
way.
tournament, the bracket. Yeah, I got
Who
second
was
place,
your
two
who was your
two or
final
three
four?
points behind. I forgot who the final four was, but I did have Michigan winning, so that helped
I'll
out.
do it.
I
Yeah,
think I
I had
got. I
Arizona.
think I had 134 points, and the winner had 137. So I was close. But
Wow,
so
dude.
I want you to give me the final four. I want to know the final four of the movie bracket. Do you remember them?
Yes. It was
Because I want to know. I want to pick mine. I want to see like who was it. Because I don't want to go through the
okay.
whole thing, but I want to know who the final four was.
Yeah. So let me remember. It was Dumb and Dumber, Teenage
Okay.
Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Ooh.
Jaws,
Ooh.
and oh man, um, who?
Was it the greatest? What is it? The best movies of all time? What was the theme of it?
Yeah. So
Of
there
all
was
time?
there was brackets. There was nostalgia
Yeah.
bracket, and so that's like
Gotcha.
Sandlot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whatever. Then there was drama, and in drama you also had some horror in there automatically. So like the movie Heat or Friday the 13th, right? I think Jaws came out of that bracket. So
Nobody went with Blades of Glory instead of Dumb and Dumber.
so I'll say this. Ti picked the 64 movies. So
Okay.
and Blades of Glory did not make the cut of top 64 movies.
Yeah,
Now,
I was.
it was
I
also
wouldn't think it was.
random.
That is. Yeah, that movie. I can't stop laughing. It's like it's mind boggling. What'd you just say? Did you say mind bottling? Yeah, when your mind gets all wrapped up in a bottle.
And that's the famous line
What?
from the rap song. It's provocative. It gets the
Oh
people
my
going.
gosh.
You don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it means.
All right, Dumb and Dumber, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jaws,
No, I'm
and what
trying
was the
to,
other one
dude. I'm trying to
that
freaking
Ti was on? He would
remember.
know.
I know. Um,
Man, out of those three, I gotta go Jaws, dude. I was scared of Jaws. Jaws made me scared of water almost my whole life. I'm not even joking. Like,
yeah,
I mean, you would be in a pool where you know fish don't live, and you were still like, I don't want to put my feet in.
yeah. So here I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of here. I got it exactly. So out of the action region, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beating Dark Knight to make it in the final four, and
Ooh,
then it was in the comedy region, it was Animal House getting defeated by Dumb and Dumber. So that was the comedy
damn.
region, and then Nostalgia, Back to the Future beat Empire Strikes Back, and then Jaws beat Nightmare on Elm Street. So it
So Back
was
to the Future's
Jaws,
in
Back to
there.
the Future. So it was Jaws up against Back to the Future, and Jaws won. And then it was um, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles up against Dumb and Dumber, and Dumb and Dumber won. So
This
Dumb
is
and
funny
Dumber
because
versus
it's
Jaws, and Dumb and Dumber
I mean,
won.
obviously, look, obviously, it's our demographic that listens to sports or pays attention to a lot of sports is the 30s, 40s, 50s people, maybe even some 60s. So it's not a shocker that these are 80s movies and maybe even a 70s movie creeped in there, right?
Yeah.
But dude, Empire Strikes Back versus Back to the Future, that would have been my final. Oh my goodness,
Well, but
that's a tough one.
they're both in the nostalgia region.
I know, I know. I'm just saying,
So
like, that's
that's
tough.
a tough. No, I
I wouldn't
know.
even, dude. That is tough. Empire Strikes Back versus Back to the Future. Oh my gosh, I think I
So,
would have to go Empire Strikes Back, man.
dude, in the earlier brackets, we had stuff like matchups like Top Gun versus Heat.
No, Top Gun for sure.
John Wick versus Avengers Endgame was tough. Naked
Avengers. We just
N-
Endgame. Yeah, that's a good one.
Naked Gun versus what was it? Versus Animal House. Um,
The
Blade
Naked Gun
Runner.
movies never really got me. Oh, Blade Runner is one of my favorites of all time.
Okay, versus Predator.
Ooh.
You see how this kind of got juicy,
Oh.
right? No,
Yeah,
dude,
dude.
some gut
Well, that's
punches.
why I wanted to bring it up. I was like, before we get off, I was like, I wanted to, I wanted because I
You
was
want to chime
busy
in?
and doing work, and I wanted to put my 2 cents in because I respect what you guys do over there, and I love it, man. And I was like, dude, that's a great idea. But I wanted to see how it ended up. But mine, I
Maybe
think I would have. I think Empire Strikes Back maybe would have cleaned house for me.
that's fair. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd too. Maybe you and I need to break down top 3 or 4 and really dive in baseball movies, because that is a show for sure.
Dude, that is.
There's
Let's do
enough of
that
them.
next time.
All right,
Oh,
there's enough
dude.
of them.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Just off the
Just to
top of your head, what do you go? Just off the top of your head, what do you go? No, you
Field
know
of
what?
Dreams.
Let's save it.
Field of Dreams. Field of
Oh, you
Dreams.
Field of Dreams. My son watched
Yeah.
it with me the other night. Yeah. Um,
But
I have to
then
say Major League. I gotta say Major League, dude.
okay,
I just
that's fair. So real quick, we'll do the short 5-minute version, but
Bull Durham.
yep, Bull Durham. Then also, and this is, I know some of these are silly, but like I grew up on them still, like Angels in the Outfield, the
Yeah.
Rookie, For the Love of the Game, Kevin Costner.
Sandlot. Sandlot.
Of course, not
That's my
Sandlot
son's
2,
favorite movie.
not Sandlot 2. But what's the one where it's the Minnesota Twins? He's the kid manager for the Twins.
Oh, I thought that was Angels in the Outfield. It's not.
No, that's with the California Angels. He's the kid.
Yeah, I know. It's
the
the kids.
Minnesota
They look like the
Twins.
same. They look like the same kid too.
It's not. It's
Like I
not.
get them confused,
But
man.
okay, that one. I'm sure in the comments we're gonna get lit up because we forgot the name of the movie. But that
And then
one,
listen, just because so we don't get sued, we got to put in a league of their own, okay? So
as far as making a film, it was a good film. I don't care about women's baseball, and that's because I'm evil, I guess. I guess I'm a schmuck because I just
It's Little Big League.
Little Big League. All right. So that one's in there. The rookie, Major League 1, 2, and
Moneyball,
3.
42, The Rookie, Sandlot, Field of
Dude,
Dreams, League of Their Own, Bull
Moneyball.
Durham. Oh,
Oh,
man,
God.
dude, just
We'll have to
all of them.
We'll have to give like the ones who didn't make the cut and just say like a 10-second blurb and then really go through like, I don't know, our
We
top
should
5.
do a
I'll text you.
bracket.
We'll figure it out.
We should do a bracket where we have baseball movies and then you have all the other sports movies
Dude,
and kind
I
of go
got
at it and see what's the greatest sports movie of all time. Because
Well,
baseball, I think baseball has the most, right? Baseball would have the best movies, right? So that would be one
yeah,
side of the bracket. Then you could have your football and golf, like even Bagger Vance, stuff like that. You could have those over in
Happy
another bracket,
Gilmore's, yeah.
or just do a sports movie bracket in general and just spread around the baseball movies. But then you'd end up with 2 baseball movies facing off.
But here's what we could do. We could do it the Wednesday after the All-Star game for baseball because there's nothing going on. I think I just made I just think I made a date with you. A mandate.
I think we did.
I think we did. Let's nail that down. Yeah. That'll be good. Wow, I love how we're
What
just
are we doing the
brainstorming
AI?
live.
What are we doing AI or TI segment, dude? We should have done that today. Okay, next show we're doing that because I don't want him on the show. I want to do it without him so we can be like, oh, that's AI,
right.
No, that's TI.
Yeah.
No, he can be on. He can be on. In fact, well, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. We'll do that next time.
No, for sure. Man, thanks for I feel like the last 10 minutes was really solid. This was we warned you.
We got into it.
We got into it. This is pretty solid. All right. So, what is going on with Sports with Balls that we can stay tuned for? Anything new and exciting? Any new cards or anything?
No, man, I'm trying to stay. Let's see. Oh, I did get a new Yordan Alvarez card.
No way, you
here.
did?
Yeah, I got a new autographed one, but I did get I have a Pete Rose signed card too, but I also have a Pete Rose signed balls that I got this cool little case I'm putting in there. But as far as the show's concerned, I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. The podcast version is actually really doing well. You guys, have helped out a ton, so I appreciate with all that. But yeah, the podcast is actually doing very well. So, man, just whenever you see Sports with Balls, just follow the podcast on Apple or Podbean or Spotify, or whatever. And when it pops up, man, give it a listen. Yeah, I try to do 30-minute shows. It's almost like a little sports center. Keep you, just updated on all of what's going on and kind of try to keep it a little entertaining, man.
Yeah, so we love it. So after you finish with or before, honestly, here, look, let me say this real quick. Here's what I love about what we do. So the story I always tell is Jay Leno and David Letterman could not be any bigger enemies. And I, in my gut, the reason I believe this was the case was because they knew that people were either watching one or the other, and there was because you didn't have recording options. You couldn't record it. There was no Hulu next day. And now Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon, not only are they great friends, for April Fools, they go host each other's shows.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Jay and David doing that? No way, right?
No.
And so here's what I'll say about content creation and
sounds
what
like
we
the current NBA.
So I love what we do because I can pitch you until the cows come home all day because I know that it doesn't mean that any one of my listeners or our listeners at Sin are like rebuking us and only going to be ballsy. I know that's not the case. You can do both. That's what I love. Yeah. So I love about this, it's
we bring all
cool.
sorts of different perspectives and all sorts of personalities. Man. And man, it's very entertaining what we do, man. It's a tough grind, but it's fun, man. I love talking sports and chopping it up with you guys for sure.
Yep. So new episodes of Sports Idiot Nation and Sports with Balls come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Monday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
You would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.